will there be one movie on this list that I have seen? Have you heard of this movie? Or is it just me? Generic Control and the theduckgoesmoo here, back with another nostalgic video, and today we're doing a newer video, and it's going to be the top 11 funniest Disney villains by Nostalgia Critic. I enjoy these top 11s, and you all seem to enjoy them as well, and as someone that has not seen many Disney movies in my life, actually, I don't think I could name a single person in that thumbnail. Wait, is that Captain Hook? I know, I've heard of Captain Hook before. I think I see him in the background. Yeah, it's going to be a painful video if you're a big Disney fan. I've been to Disney World multiple times, like 4 or 5 times. I live in North Carolina, and so it's not like it's close to me or anything. But this is going to be an interesting video after last week's fiasco with Jurassic Park. It took 4 days of dealing with copyright for that video, and they had to trim out like almost 4 minutes of it because of the copyright issues. You check out reaction to that video though. I'll leave it right up there. Also link down below in the description. Also in a place on my channel with all of my other Nostalgia Critic reactions. Go into chronological order if you want to binge watch all of those. I do read all your comments, leave them down below. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and hopefully I can make it a tiny little better. Also shout out to patrons, because I could not do this if it was not for them. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and hopefully I can make it a tiny little better. No, this is not going to be Jurassic Park 2 after the fiasco that I went through with Jurassic Park 1. Which, yeah, no, that was... apparently there's a maximum amount of blurs that you can add in the YouTube editing thing, because I'll upload the video and have copyright issues, and it'll give me like 15 things, and I'll go through and blur each one of those segments time by time, and then I have to wait for YouTube to process it, and then it has to check again, and then it'll give me another 15 things, and then I have to go and blur those things. And after 3 days of doing that, it finally said, hey, you can't do that anymore. So my only option was to trim the video. At that point, it was like a mere hour or two before the video went public, which was kind of insane. But let's go ahead and jump into top 11 funniest Disney villains by Nostalgia Critic.
Brought to you by
and also, I think there was, yeah, last week's video was, whoa.
Hey, folks, we're starting YouTube membership.
And also, I did
emojis,
the
behind-the-scene videos and other perks.
Jurassic Park
if you want to become a member, or perks
over, you know, a Nostalgia Wing video, because the Jurassic Park video got, like, you know, more views than Nostalgia Wing videos did in a week less time. Like, after 2 days, it got more views than Nostalgia Wing videos did in a week. So, people are more interested in Jurassic Park, and I do what people are interested in. Also, I like how he still has a Twitter logo. Same.
Remember it, so you don't have to. Even if you're not the biggest fan of Disney, everybody's a big fan of their villains.
Dude.
I can't be the only one to say some of the best
okay,
villains
there's
in
Captain
all
Hook.
Cinema.
Oh, that's, Scar. I've seen The Lion King.
Evil, conniving, and at times, damn hilarious. Yeah,
this is gonna be a painful video if you're a Disney fan.
Villains, but not a ton about who the funniest ones are. Because
never seen that
the
one.
World of animation, you can combine both the attempts at trying to look and feel realistic with the attempts to be as cartoonishly over the top as
hopefully
possible.
nothing has to be blurred.
This makes for an unforgettable combo that leads to a lot of unforgettable baddies. But which ones are the funniest? Which ones do you look back on and can't help but smile at?
I'm gonna take a while to get to say that's Aladdin. That's not Aladdin.
Goofiest moments. There's a ton of them to look through, and I'm gonna give my count today. A few restrictions though. No Pixar movies, and also no properties bought later. This is only the Disney Studios animated library because, well,
I don't know who that is.
Whole animated film business, so I think it
like
makes
these
sense
look
to
familiar.
Give them a
Like that's is that Snow
11?
White?
Because this is the top 11 funniest Disney animated villains.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like this is a good fit for my channel because I don't know Disney, like, at all.
Number 11. Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
Haven't seen it.
Okay, before you go nuts, she's so low on the list because this isn't the most charming or sinister villains, it's the funniest. In my opinion, there are 10 other villains that make me laugh a lot harder than her, but she is still pretty damn hilarious. From Pat Carroll's wonderful voice work to her one-of-a-kind design, Ursula is about as iconic a villain as you can get. She owns every moment of evil and every moment of hilarity. The way she goes back and forth between being that sassy aunt who...
What about in the original Little Mermaid, like before Disney, not the Disney version?
Doing a natural laugh or an evil
where they got the story from. I'm sorry, what did she just do to her?
A delightful smile or an insane smile. A shout for joy or a shout for darkness. They're all hilariously extreme and extremely hilarious.
Don't underestimate the importance of body language. Ha!
She enjoys every diabolical move she makes, and we enjoy it with her.
Oh,
she has so much fun trying to gain as much power as possible, and, of course, sneaks in a ton of bitchy one-liners throughout all of it.
The miserable, lonely, and depressed. Pathetic.
Are those
Let's not
mermen?
forget when she transforms from Ariel's voice, too. These scenes of her getting her ass literally ripped off are so much fun.
Wait, is that Ursula human?
Reactions.
Wait, that's human Ursula? What?
It's so rare we see the traditional Disney princess design go this
Why is Bro so
zany and
unfazed?
this slapsticky, so it's pretty enjoyable to watch. Her enjoyment is our enjoyment, and it's pretty difficult not to laugh along.
Dear sweet child, that's what I do.
Okay.
Number 10.
Oh, this video. Gonna be painful.
Jafar from Aladdin.
Wait, Jafar's a real person?
They think should be a little higher, but again, we are mainly going on laughs. With that said, not only does Jafar have some of the funniest moments in Aladdin, though granted, I think every character in this movie does, but he also has some great support. Teaming him up with Iago was a brilliant move, as the contrast between Gilbert Gottfried's voice and Jonathan Freeman's voice offset each other perfectly.
Also, no, I haven't seen Aladdin, in case you're wondering. Wow.
It's not like there's a smart one or a dumb one either. It's just two awful characters who are awful in slightly different ways. One uses his smooth voice and intimidating demeanor to his advantage. The other uses his small size and unique voice to get what he wants.
His voice to get what he wants.
To switch places when you'll see Iago try to act a little bit more smooth.
Excellent work, Iago.
Go on.
No, really, on a scale of 1 to 10, you.
It's good impersonation.
And Jafar act loud and insane.
Yeah, no, my cousin literally has a Call of Duty weapon loadout class called Jafar. I didn't know it was a real person, like an actual name. But I'm not
one of the most enjoyably crazy laughs ever. Jafar's also a step above Ursula because he too impersonates a different character, and I just find this guy a little funnier. He is so over-the-top grotesque, but absolutely loves
that's supposed to be like
that way. Hell, even kind of shows off being that way that he just cracks me up. And come on, you gotta love those dad jokes.
Your time is up. Don't toy with me. Things are unraveling fast now. Get the point? I'm just getting warmed up.
Bro is spitting fire.
Out from my joke book, Evil Puns and Groaning Grumpies. Also, I don't know why, but his reaction after dealing with the Sultan here kills me. Most people look at Iago spitting the cracker out, but I always look at him rolling his eyes. For some reason, that just makes me laugh so hard.
Your Majesty certainly has a way with dumb animals.
In the first film of the Disney Renaissance, that was considered a comedic adventure.
That was the first one?
It makes sense that its villain should get a lot of good giggles.
I think that was Robin Williams as a genie, right?
10, he's... well, no, he's 10, but it's a solid 10.
Oh, okay.
Number 9.
So,
Mad Madam Mim from The Sword and the Stone.
The what?
Another one of those underrated characters, and in a weird way, it's not that hard to see.
I've never even heard of this Disney
movie. She
movie.
doesn't get a ton of screen time, and in the grand scheme of things, you could technically cut her out, but then you not only miss out on a visually inventive battle, but also some hilarious moments. Mim is like that bitchy next-door neighbor who just happens to have the power of Satan. She can transform into anything, yet she spends most of her time playing solitaire. She makes rules up literally so she can break them as soon as she starts. She has these unstoppable powers that can take over the world, but a friggin' flu takes her out. She's just a great mix of contradictions.
Would that be the flu or
transformations also
chickenpox?
get a lot of big belly laughs, as both her and Merlin hold on to both their hair and their color with every creature they become, leading to a lot of funny and creative
King Arthur Merlin?
And yeah, like
shout
I
out to Fate Stay Night Unlimited
slapstick
Playworks Bridge.
Just you wait, you're gonna pay.
When you think of an evil, funny witch and the evil, funny powers she has, Mim is one of the first characters that comes to mind. I'm actually a little shocked they didn't give her more staples of a witch like the pointy hat and broom. But maybe they thought it'd be too close to other famous witches that they had.
They have those?
Already kind of share a similar voice.
Oh, Bat-gizzards. Oh, bless their little black hearts.
Yeah, I mean,
Whatever the reason,
she's
she's a great selfish evildoer who's always in it for herself. And luckily, we're in it too for all the laughs she gives.
Doesn't look like a villain, though.
I win! I win!
I didn't see her do anything villain-related, you know?
Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. One of the fun things about this movie is almost
Alice in Wonderland, I'm familiar with that because of
every
Ruby.
second somebody is trying to disrupt whatever Alice
Ruby,
is doing
what,
or even
Volume
trying
9?
to cause her harm. Hell, all of Wonderland is literally chasing her by the end. But by far the literal queen of hilarious evil is the Queen of Hearts. She's basically a spoiled brat in a grown woman's body, and if she ever doesn't get her way, you know what that means.
What? Oh! Are you French, by chance? Shout out to the French Revolution.
Watching Alice as well as everybody try to navigate through her temper tantrums is some of the best comedy in an already very funny movie. I love you never know if she's gonna greet you with a smile or an axe. I think half the time even the queen doesn't know. The way she goes from
For some reason reminds me of
even comforting demeanor.
Now, where do you come from and where are you going?
To a
what is his
demonic
name from Deltarune?
demon just keeps you on your toes and ready to laugh at any mental breakdown she has.
Never mind all that. Get to the part where I lose my temper.
I particularly love when she goes cowardly. Once Alice becomes a giant, watching her try to still have some authority but also hide behind her tiny husband just slays me.
Wait, why does she have a tiny husband?
You know.
And as for you,
When Alice shrinks, that look of absolute vengeful delight, like, oh bitch, you're going down.
Oh.
Just like this one drawing
and there's the
mid-yell
cat.
after the Cheshire Cat pretty much cements Alice's demise.
You're a fat pompous bad temper, don't
Yeah.
tyrant.
I reacted to Volume 9 of Ruby with Kirby, and she,
Just
like,
watch it.
getting these references, and I'm like, what is this?
Oh my god, that is amazing. This is a dumb, childish, and of course, mad character who knows how to get the biggest laugh out of every scene she sees.
I'm not sure if I've ever even seen an image of Alice in Wonderland like that.
Very important.
Like, I've seen, like, a picture of Snow White, you know? But I've never seen a picture of
Captain
Alice.
Hook from Peter Pan.
I've heard of this guy.
This is another one where the comedic support helps a great deal. Captain Hook is supposed to be intimidating,
I haven't seen
but
this movie,
every
but-
version he's supposed to be a little comical too. And his teaming up with both Smee and especially the crocodile will lead to some of the
Swamp
funniest
Puppy.
animation in any Disney movie.
Also, he was called
I feel like
Captain
when
Hook
people
before
hear
he
the
lost
name
a hand,
Captain
right?
Hook, this is the first thing that comes to their mind. I'm not even saying he's the best one. I still have a soft spot for Tim Curry, but he's the
Fair.
most recognizable in terms of how he looks and juggling both intensity and comedy. His banter with his bumbling sidekick gets a lot of great moments.
Am I not a man of me word, Mr. Smee?
Yes. Always, Captain.
And yes,
Does this look
even
like
he
Winnie
shares
the
some
Pooh?
great slapstick.
It kind of does.
Captain, it's nice to see you smiling again.
That's a concussion.
But like I said, the best moments are with the crocodile. He is so afraid of this thing and
he
so
caught
in
him?
pain while fighting him, you almost feel sorry for him. But that pity just makes the
You
humor
know,
all the better.
I don't
as
blame
his
him.
pain is just so genuine.
Dude, this crocodile got beef with them.
Crocodile and Smee with Hook, that's it. I am a goner with laughter watching these three together.
Dude, how did you get over there?
No, really, slow down some of the slapstick to see how perfect the timing is. Even the sound design is perfect. I practically piss my pants whenever he makes that skipping sound across the water after
What
he
sound?
screams for help. So it's him being chased, being skipped across the water, the pirates so scared
That was
they're rowing
certainly a
lift them
choice.
into the air, Hook traveling under the boat while they're in the air,
And
the
making the
croc
sound.
following right after. That's 5 layers of comedy in just a few seconds. Not to
Somebody
mention, he also
planned
did
that.
kind of a half performance with him as the father in the beginning too, which
Huh?
also leads to a lot of great comedy.
oh, Nana.
Aw.
Oh, Nana.
His character is great, his comedic support is great.
That's a big alligator.
And to, what else? Some great laughs.
Cursed Peter Pan.
Is he sick? Okay.
Number 6.
Okay. Well, still yet to see a movie that I've seen.
Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians.
Guess what?
People think of the stereotypical evil villainess with
seen
a
it.
cigarette holder and a fur coat, but with a humorous edge to her. Cruella is always the first to come to people's minds. Absolutely nothing about her is subtle. Her design,
her hair is
her
crazy.
voice, even her evil plan is pretty damn intense.
I don't care how you kill the little beast, but do it! Poison them, drown
Oh,
them.
doggies!
bash
Spotted
them in the head.
boys.
You got any chloroform?
What?
Good God, lady.
What's so great about her is that she never holds anything back. She does more than wear her emotions on her sleeve. She makes a fashion statement out of it.
How are you? Miserable, darling, as usual. Perfectly wretched.
Everything she does is big and crazy. Half of her extreme reactions look like a giant mosquito who's out for more blood than the world has. I've talked about that sketchy Xerox style in the past and how sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't in Disney films. Honestly, here, I'm half and half. I don't think it always works on the human characters, but man, does it work on Cruella. Every odd, out-of-place pencil line just makes her look even more unhinged. Like, even her line work can't keep up with how extreme she is. She's also one of the few Disney villains who's just as interesting in the straight-to-DVD sequel. Yep, I confess, I actually really like the sequel to 101 Dalmatians, and a lot of that is because of Cruella's story.
So many spots.
She has a complete mental breakdown and suddenly becomes obsessed with creating the perfect work of art that centers around what else?
One dot.
That's already funny enough, but when she reveals the only way to create the perfect dot is to use the blood of Dalmatians. Holy shit, is that bonkers? But man,
why?
It's psychotically funny as well. There's a reason she's still a hit Halloween costume all these years later.
Well, I mean,
people love to dress up as the fabulous.
It is actually Halloween.
Fashionably hilarious Queen of Insanity.
It actually is midnight on Halloween.
Cruella de Vil.
It's literally Halloween, like this minute.
Yes, we are doing our sponsorship.
Also, he has a beard.
You can set yourself up for financial success by starting to build your credit history today.
That's important.
Secure credit builder Visa credit card.
Literally giving somebody
credit by making
credit advice today.
And on-time payments. Plus,
I give
credit
advice.
check to get started. Use it everywhere Visa credit cards are accepted.
Financial literacy is
your own money. You also
such
get
a good
checking
skill.
account too. You can get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit. Because with a qualifying direct deposit, you can get access to your money sooner. You can get fee-free overdraft with SpotMe. Overdraft up to $200 without fees with SpotMe when you set up a qualifying direct deposit. Just set up a qualifying direct deposit, sign up for SpotMe.
Oh, they got money.
Chime will spot you up to your limit when you make a credit card purchase or cash withdrawal that exceeds your balance. Access over 60,000 fee-free ATMs.
Coffee for $7, yeah, I'll believe that.
Banks combined. Easily find one near you with the Chime app. Oh, I'm doing the wrong part now. Send and receive money. Pay friends through Chime, Chime members or not, and cash
also,
out your
the
money.
Photoshop job on that.
Build your credit
that
this
picture.
New year. Just open a Chime checking account with over
green
$200
blob.
qualifying
Chime.
direct deposit to get started. Go to chime.com/nostalgia. That's chime.com/nostalgia.
Well,
okay. You can do the mandatory disclosures.
Okay, yeah.
No, that's not working. I'll do it.
The Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card is issued by the Bancorp Bank, NA or Stripe Bank, NA members FDIC. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal and over-the-counter advance fees may apply. Call 1-844-244-6363 for details. Late payment may negatively impact your credit score. Results may vary.
A late payment may? It should. It usually does.
Now I'm gonna go shave before people start asking, didn't he not have a beard earlier?
Yeah, why does Doug have a beard? When did he get a beard? I don't think I've ever seen Doug with a beard.
Number 5. Rakin from The Great Mouse Detective. It's rare you
never
get
heard of you or the movie you're from.
Intelligent, charming, and funny as the lead in a Disney movie, but Rakin and Basil are perfectly matched. This is different than some of the other Disney villains where they had good comedic support. Here, Ratigan's comedy mostly comes.
Have you heard of this movie? Or is it just me?
It's a battle of the egos, and both of them are equally comedic.
I haven't had a moment's peace of mind.
However, Rakin has an animation style that truly is something to behold. He's one of only 2 characters on this list, the other I'll get to later, who I simply can't separate the voice from the animation. Like, you can replace other Disney characters with other voices, and sure, they may not be as good, but you could still buy it okay. Vincent Price's voice and his comedic timing are so ingrained with this design and movement, I can't fathom any other sound coming out of him. It really is what the phrase hand in glove was invented for.
What?
Let me show you how it works. What?
Okay, yeah, no, that's actually a really good
and
match.
intimidating bruteness
I can see
contrasts
that.
perfectly with his sophisticated daintiness. He's both a bloodthirsty monster, but also an elegant dancer who literally has a fountain of champagne.
Really?
Bested, it's both so satisfying and hilarious to see, slithering from a quiet whisper to a thunderous roar.
Though, frankly, I expected you 15 minutes earlier.
You never know what's gonna come out of this guy, except that whatever it is,
it's gonna be evil.
Probably gonna get a laugh. What else can you say? But he's tops, and that's that.
Oh, how sweet.
Okay.
Number 4.
Will there be one movie on this list that I have seen?
Yzma and Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove. Alright, so I'll admit, this isn't a movie I really got that into. I'm not the biggest David Spade guy, but maybe I gotta see it again. However, I am really huge in Eartha Kitt and Patrick Warburton, so naturally, I love these two. Words can't describe the bizarre chemistry these two have. Both their animation and their voice acting get so many laughs whenever they're
evil?
on screen.
Good? What?
Does he? A little to the left.
I mean, I know the wrong lever Gronk thing is...
It's no secret the movie doesn't keep that close to telling a straightforward dramatic story.
I've heard of The Emperor's New Groove.
Half the time they just abandon
Never seen
logic
it, though.
for a joke.
How did you get back here before us?
How did we, Kronk?
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
And most of those scenes do come from
that voice
two.
sounds so familiar.
It's another strange pairing
like
of
Joe
opposites,
Swanson from
with
Family
one
Guy.
being the brains and the other being the bronze, but
so Kronk is a bad
how
guy?
These two talk and the unexpected tone shifts in their humor always keep you guessing as to what they're gonna say or do next. The design on these two are also crazy memorable. They almost look like carvings on an ancient temple if one of them was withering away and the other was on steroids. They so don't go together that it naturally creates comedy without even having to try that hard.
I was...
Well, he's not as dead as we would have hoped.
Today years old.
Especially after that lovely eulogy.
These two are
when
just
I found
so
out that Kronk is a
naturally
bad
hilarious.
guy.
It's hard to even explain. They just have the most unique yet familiar, bombastic.
So who's the main character in The Emperor's New Groove?
Also weak relationship a comedy duo should have. More and more, the internet makes memes out of them, and for good reason. They just produce so many.
Have
laughs
they made
no
like
matter
a
where you
remake of The Emperor's New Groove?
Almost where you place them.
Kronk's New Groove.
As a whole,
Maybe
may not
that's
be
it.
my thing, but even I know what a phenomenal comic duo these two have always been.
That's a lot of candles.
It's your birthday!
Yesterday was my mother's birthday.
Number 3.
Well, it's after midnight. So technically yesterday.
Prince John from Robin Hood.
Oh, Robin Hood. Okay. Haven't seen it, but
glamorousness and maybe just a few innuendos.
I've got a dirty thumb.
Okay, maybe a lot of innuendos, but even outside of that, this character is die-hard, laugh-out-loud amazing. Like some of the villains on this list, he's pompous, egotistical, whiny as hell, incredibly vain. But unlike those other villains,
I've never seen him
he's teamed
before.
up with a snake, which yes, just makes the innuendos even funnier.
Be gone, long one.
To hell with Beauty and the Beast or Aladdin and Jasmine, these two are Disney's power couple.
A snake
work
and
so well
line.
off each other and practically breathe humor. Just about everything they do is funny. It always sounds like their voice actors are just having a ball, going over the top, but in a way that's still believable to what the characters are.
John the worst.
Marvelous, merciful. You got it all wrong. The sniveling, groveling, wheezing.
Every moment with them is like watching couples
sorry,
counseling go incredibly wrong,
gold?
but incredibly right at the same time. You know, in some respects they shouldn't be together, but you know, in many other respects, nobody else would be able to stand them. So it's like an alliance of convenience.
True.
Please don't do that.
Please
You have a very loud thumb.
I think it's pretty straightforward
Loud
why
thumb.
these two are so great. Well, maybe not straightforward. Come on, you knew I had to make that joke. And if you disagree, just think of the funniest couple you can having an argument, and tell me these two aren't at least just as funny.
Get out of that if you can.
I'm sure you can. It's a snake. It's a nope rope. Danger noodle.
Number 2. Gaston from Beauty and the Beast.
He's a bad guy?
A villain that's both so simple yet hilarious at the same time.
I know that because
Gaston
of
is the egocentric, good-looking hunter who's a favorite
was
of
the
the
dude-
entire town except for Belle. For the man
Ryan-
who has everything he wants.
Ryan Kelly.
Everything, including Belle's hand in marriage.
He apparently has been with Gaston
6 or 7.
Dogs?
when he worked at Disney.
Belle. Strapping boys like me.
Seeing his transformation from comedic foil to an absolute monster happened so naturally, yet you realize it's not even a transformation.
Never
We'll
seen
just
it, by the
find
way.
out more about it. In that first half, though, he's both so intimidating but so pathetic at the same time. You have to laugh while watching him. It's fun seeing someone people admire for being so confident become so desperate and dumb in trying to get what he wants.
He needs all the help he can get.
Don't talk about my father that way.
Yeah, don't talk about her father that way.
Bonk.
He's a guy everybody has seen somewhere in their lives. Maybe you don't know him personally, or maybe you do.
Oh, you mean like a natural person?
This
Okay.
character and other people. Once again, he's given great support with his sidekick, LeFou.
LeFou?
A small doofus who often gets things wrong, but loves being in the presence of greatness, even if he's often punished for it.
Fair enough.
So, how'd it go?
Gaston is so egocentric, even his villain song is named after him. Yeah, not Be Prepared or Hellfire or singing about things that are
It's just
important to the
Gaston.
villain, because to this villain, he is the most important thing to him.
I use antlers in all of my decorating.
That's
Even when he goes
weird.
full evil, there's still some funny moments with him. Like his taunts are just so mean, I always have to chuckle at them.
What's the matter, beast?
What?
Too kind and gentle to fight back.
And when
Are
he's
you sure about that?
blasted, it's so great seeing him turn into a complete quivering coward.
Let me go! Please, don't hurt me!
Voice acting is great, his design is unassuming, his writing flows very organically, and he's a laughably dumb clod all the way.
Oh, he's getting
No one's as
just
great as
destroyed in
Gaston.
chess.
Except maybe one.
Who?
And the #1 funniest Disney
Last
animated
chance.
Come on, you know it's Hades. Like, half of you I know just skipped ahead to see if your guess was correct, and it was.
What is Hades from?
is a comedic miracle of animation. Yeah, so as a lot
Oh,
of people are
Hercules.
probably aware, I wasn't like the biggest fan of this movie, which also led to some comedic avenues.
It looks like Vegas. Why does it look like Vegas? How is that funny? I don't get it.
Look, I'm sorry, anything that has me look like Slugworth from Tom and Jerry Willy
Oh,
Wonka
yeah.
is gonna make me laugh.
Fair enough.
Anyway, I didn't hate the movie. Honestly, when the film came out, it didn't get a warm reception from critics and audiences. So
0 for
it's
11,
interesting
like
seeing it
everybody.
get more and more of a following. With that said, everyone across the board said James Woods' Hades was about as perfect a comedic performance as you could get.
So is this an audience or a mosaic?
How are things in the underworld?
Well, they're just fine. You know, a little dark, a little gloomy, and
Little
as
dark?
always, hey, full of dead people. What are you gonna do?
The story is he
Yeah,
was
fair.
in a silly mood and he voiced the character like his agent, and they reworked the film around
His
that.
agent.
Okay, fine. I'm cool. I'm fine.
And okay, I'll just say it. I get the feeling that if James Woods was not Hades in this, I don't think people would like this film as much as they do. Other movies
One-
like Peter Pan,
really?
Beauty and the
One
Beast, or
voice
Great
actor
House
made
Detective,
it
if you replace
better?
the villain or even take him out, there's still other great things about him. There's still these masterworks. I could be wrong, but I think people would like Hercules fine, but love it because of Hades. Again, maybe I'm wrong, but take him out of the equation and really think about if you would keep returning to this movie.
I can't
honestly
give my
think
opinion
he's
on
not
that.
much to it. This is a performance that makes every line funny, especially, yeah, again, I'll just say it, with a script that doesn't have that many funny lines for him. Not that they're all bad, they're clearly not. There are some good one-liners, but written, I don't think a lot of them would get that big a laugh. Like when he says the line, we dance, we kiss, we schmooze, we carry on, we go home happy. What do you say? Come on.
No.
It's not really that funny a line, but when he says it,
We dance, we kiss, we schmooze, we carry on, we go home happy. What do you say? Come on.
goddamn, is that hilarious. This is the other character on this list, aside from Ratigan, that I cannot separate. at all.
Yeah, the
Nobody
voice
could
matches pretty
replace
well.
this voice.
Also, the animation's really good.
So nicely.
Aye, verse. Aye.
And funny enough, nobody has.
Really?
Woods actually loves doing this voice so much that he said he would always return to voice it.
Really?
That is a huge
that
undertaking for such a
Kingdom
popular
Hearts?
character, but man, I
saw
think
the crazy
speak for
hair.
everyone when I say we're all thankful he does.
People are gonna get hurt, aren't they?
Nah, I mean, it's a possibility. It happens, 'cause, it's war, but what can I tell you?
It happens. Yeah.
It's almost scary how funny he makes these lines, which is not to say he can't also be intimidating
look
when he
down.
needs to be. When a scene has to be serious, he can play it serious, but he does so in a way that never feels forced or out of character. Gerald Scarfe's design also allows the animation to be as vibrantly moody as the scene demands, with his fiery hair changing color depending on his emotions, making his reactions all the more humorous.
The one schlemiel.
Why are they turning into bugs?
Thing around in the world.
Whoa.
The speed, the charm, that distinct articulation.
I'm sorry, is he a
It
ghost?
is one of the most comfortable, ingrained, naturally funny performances, not just in a Disney film, but in any animated film, period. I'm not gonna pretend like every line is a laugh riot or anything, but every line has a spark of comedic joy that's impossible not to at least giggle or smile.
It is really cool that he will always play this character.
I know, I got it. I got the concept.
The way the manic animation matches his mood swings, the way Woods performs the mood swings, and the way they meld together to absolute perfection, I really think is an amazing feat of comedy. He's the most hilarious kind of evil Disney has to offer, and it's such an amazing lineup, it probably goes without pointing out, that's really saying something.
Whoa, is my hair out?
Wait, okay, I guess I can't have an opinion. I don't know any of these.
Do you agree with the order, or did I get them backwards? Let me know what Disney
I literally just found out that Kronk is a bad guy.
Like great comedic foes Disney will make in the future. Which is already not off to a great start.
Oh, that's Wish. I did the nostalgia video on that. Okay. Oh wait, why is there? Oh yeah, cameo. Yeah.
We're doing the Center for Victims of Torture.
Oh
I've done
yeah.
This charity a couple times.
I think have I donated them for a charity shout out?
Think of anything worse. We've used the word torture as a way to emphasize things we don't like to go through, but these are people that have literally gone through the worst things you can imagine. This center heals victims of torture through personal care.
I highly recommend getting the cameo from Doug. I've gotten 2 of them. They're amazing. They're on videos. The Langoliers and Battlefield Earth, if you're wondering.
Stuff I know, but you can help
see him
roasting
me.
If you want a cameo of me saying happy birthday or good luck or whatever, click on the link below and be giving to a good cause. If you're like, nah, you suck, consider checking out this charity anyway. They're wonderful people doing wonderful work, and you can play a big part in helping with the healing.
Very good cause. What in the world is that down there? Mid-level? What? YouTube likes to suggest me random videos from like channels I've never watched on topics I've never watched or shown any interest in, but they'll show me videos that have like, you know, 10 views in a day or something like that. It's really interesting that it just like pops up in my feed, and you know, part of the times I'm like, why? What is this? But then also it's just gonna, if I do that, then they're gonna show me more things. So I don't really know. But this is probably the first time some of you have clicked on one of my videos. The comment section is going to be funny. Read the comments. I read every single comment as well. But yeah, no, this is, does he, I guess all the top 11 are in the thumbnail, aren't they? Are we missing anybody? I'm not really sure. I think pretty much all of them are there. Wait, is Gaston there? I don't see Gaston. Okay, I don't see Gaston in there, so maybe he's not in there. No, this is certainly something. I love these top 11s. I did the top 11 new Halloween classics, and then I did, Monster Squad, and then I did Jurassic Park last week, which was quite the experience. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what the next video should be. Hopefully, it doesn't give me issues like Jurassic Park did last week. And I hope to your subscribers. We are less than 2,000 subscribers away from 100,000 subscribers. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. But until next video, take care and keep the music.